ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Throw your hands up if you grew up in the 90s.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell it.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. I am back in studio in the crib at ESPN West Palm. We are downtown City Place. I have my beautiful view of Rosemary Avenue. Actually, it's kind of impaired right now by a lot of really big trucks, maybe some construction going on. An obstruction of my view right now, but nothing's going to be able to obstruct my view of this football weekend. Oh my goodness. It is a savory one. It is delicious. I don't care if you care about high school football, college football, or the pros. We have an incredible slate all through the weekend, starting even tonight with high school game day right here on these radio airwaves. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and twos, and as we proceed with Theoretically Speaking today, C-Cat, I can't tell if you were celebrating a shot from the Ryder Cup or the fact that the Ravens just held the Chiefs to a field goal here on our YouTube stream of a Madden simulation of the game. Again, if you're watching this, it's at ESPN West Palm on YouTube.
I was cheering on Cam Young with a clutch half of a hole putt that he dropped on in to stay ahead in their 4-ball match. So
what's the score looking like? What's it looking like in the Ryder Cup? I'm only going to cheer for Europe because you said I would.
I would love to tell you the score if YouTube TV would get off their butt and stop sucking, dude. It's been so bad. I can tell you the points score after the morning has concluded. It's Europe 3, USA 1.
Nice.
They nearly swept us, but Xander Schauffele had a great performance on the anchor match of the day. But on the 4-ball matches currently, right now, we've got Raman Straka, 1 up over Scheffler and Spawn. Fleetwood Rose versus Griffin and DeChambeau, all square. Cam Young and Thomas are 1 up in their match, and the other match is tied as well. So right now, it's still an uphill battle.
Yeah. Got to be honest, I'm kind of regretting the fact that I even asked you.
Wow. What is that about?
Almost fell asleep as you were talking. I mean, hey, look, here's the thing.
Come on. You're not ingratiating in it. It's embarrassing.
I take back what I said a minute ago. I am Team USA because I forgot that Team Europe is just a bunch of pocket watches.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, if there's one thing I can't stand for.
It's a man who forgets his takes.
Is a man. Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh, wait, this is the Ryder Cup. Hold on a second. I'm about to get patriotic because Team Europe was all hating on our guys who wanted to just, donate some money to charity and maybe pocket like an extra $50,000. Like, why be tripping on that? Relax.
Yeah, we got Scotty in the rough.
I hope they beat their brains in, man.
I do too. Oh, what a freaking shot.
That's what I'm talking about, Scotty.
I love the United States of America.
USA. USA. So that's your Ryder Cup watch party that we're doing here. C-Cat's going to be the only one watching that. I don't have a TV on in this Evan Cohen studios. I don't know what gives with that. Maybe we can get an intern to help me out with that during the break or something. But no TVs for me to stream or watch anything. C-Cat will give Ryder Cup updates throughout the day. Only the good ones. Only the ones I would care about. But one thing that I can't help but I can't help but express is like so what day is the Ryder Cup wrapping? Like what's the finale? It's going to be Sunday?
It's Sunday. It's right in the middle of the NFL slate.
And they're going to have a big time. You're going to have rounds on Saturday as well.
Yes. Same thing that you have today, which is a 2 different 4-match windows in the morning and then in the afternoon on Saturday. And then it's all singles matches throughout the entire day on Sunday.
Now, CK, you're a huge golf guy. You run our 4 Palm Beach golf YouTube page here at ESPN West Palm. By the way, subscribe if you love golf content. A lot of it, kind of catering to the South Florida golf fan. You also are a guy who was the most thrilled to be able to cover TGL last year, the debut of that as we watched the Atlanta Drive take home the first Atlanta championship in professional sports since the Braves in the 90s. Like, that was historic. I have not checked, but I'm sure Arthur Blank wants to hang a banner over there at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium. But also, C-Cat, you golf the most out of anybody at this office. Mm-hmm. And one would dare say you have one of the busiest schedules, so you still find time to golf more than anybody else. So this is your thing, and I'm curious for you. You love playing it. You love watching it.
Mm-hmm.
How much is this going to impede on your football viewing schedule this week?
I'm going to the Ryder Cup on Sunday.
Oh, well, damn, you punting your whole Sunday away. So that's
yeah, I will get to watch Cowboys-Packers Sunday Night Football,
okay,
and that will be it.
Wow.
I will be at Bethpage Black watching United States of America pull off an epic comeback as Bryson DeChambeau with winning a hole, putting his pair one up in his match. So, yeah, I am fired up for that.
Yeah.
It needs to be close. I cannot go into there with a funeral. We're just waiting for Europe to eventually clinch the 14.5 points you need to win the Ryder Cup.
First of all, I'm happy for you.
Thanks.
And sometimes I will say this: you have to put life experiences, and at this case for you, it's sports, so it ties in.
Yeah.
But I don't like when sports fans let sports schedules dictate their lives. You at a certain point, love it, stream it. It's 2025, so wherever you go, you can always have it right there in your pocket and be able to keep it up to date or stream it or watch it. I do not like when I hear from other grown-ass men how they had to reorganize certain things or resituate things, and they can't do this or that because you got the damn Dolphins playing. Damn it, they're 0-3. So both of our teams in the NFL are 1-2. And I look at a football slate both for college and for the pros this weekend, and I say, damn, there is a time at every time slot, there are games that you're going to want to have on your TV screen and you're going to want to be paying attention to because they are going to matter when it comes to playoff races as well as when it comes to what you think of these teams in the near future in the regular football season. In college, do you mind give some college football theme music? I'm going to give the options on the college gridiron. Beautiful, 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 C-Cat. Thank you. So, kicking things off, when you wake up on Saturday morning, get all your errands done before noon. Because at noon, you get a top 25 matchup out of the Big Ten. Illinois, number 23 Illinois, hosting number 21 USC. Illinois got embarrassed last weekend against Indiana. Absolutely like dog crap what they look like. They've got to be able to bounce back at home, and it's going to be one of the most viewed games of the weekend in college football. But here's the thing. That's an appetizer. That's an appetizer on Saturday because that kicks off at noon, but on ABC at 3:30, we got the I don't even know what to call this one with LSU, number 4 LSU playing at 13 Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin, he says take the over because his daughter's dating their linebacker. Did you see all the stuff that's coming out about this with Lane's daughter where she also had put a story out where she drove 5 hours in the middle of the night to surprise like a future foe of her father?
Oh, I didn't see that part.
Yes.
I saw that they released a Lane Kiffin documentary, an E60 on the Kiffin family, like the day after the story was unearthed.
This has got to be PR play right here. Whit Weeks, linebacker of LSU, he's a strong, one of the best players on the Tigers defense, dating Lane Kiffin's daughter, who is very public about it, and they waited to release this information until this week, game week. So there's going to be a lot of storylines, a lot of references from the broadcast crew. And they're going to get it's going to be on ABC. So that's going to be a fun one. That's going to be a fun one there. I can't wait to see how that shakes out because I'm curious if Ole Miss is really a contender here with their backup quarterback. And then this is the big one for you, C-Cat. Ryder Cup will be done by then, right? Ryder Cup done by?
Yeah.
Okay, 6 Oregon at 3 Penn State. A Saturday night kickoff, a whiteout game on NBC. That's the college football game of the weekend, right? Undoubtedly.
In terms of ramifications, yes. In terms of fireworks and flair, I think it might be a lower scoring game.
What I hope happens in this one, and I hate to say this to you, I hope Oregon wins because I want Penn State. Actually, you know what? Either way, whatever team wins, I'm hoping LSU loses to Ole Miss. I want a top 5 matchup between Florida State and Miami. That's what I'm getting to. So whatever has to happen this weekend to make it to where we have the Seminoles ranked in the top 5 alongside Miami and we get two teams in the top 5 at the Doak, that's what I'm rooting for. Okay. No other really rooting interests out of this. I hope we get a good game on Saturday night. At the same time, though.
It's the whiteout game. The environment will be ballistic, insane. Nittanyville's been camping out all week long. I was in those tents trying to get front row. I sat front row, and I watched Penn State football rip my heart out of my chest, courtesy of Ohio State football losses.
How many whiteout games did you get to attend as a student at Penn State?
All 4 years I was there.
So you got all of them? You caught all. Okay, cool. I didn't know because you know student lotteries and sometimes, and it's a big school. Sometimes you can't get in there, but you were a camper.
Yeah, I wake up early to buy the season tickets for the year, which gets you in.
Yeah.
I wasn't front row for all 4 years, but I was at every whiteout game for sure.
Gotta love it. And while y'all are having y'all's whiteout game, I would say preseason we would think both of these games would be very tough to choose between. But right now it feels like Oregon, Penn State, definitely going to be a better watch than 17 Alabama at number 5 Georgia. That's going to be on ABC at 7:30. So bounce back game potentially for Alabama. They can prove that they actually do matter, that they are going to be in the race, or Georgia's going to do away with them at halftime.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a blowout alert. Blowout alert. I think that there is Kirby Smart finally having the true and honest, no debate, upper hand, better football team, and he's only 2.5-point favorites, so he's still got something to prove. I think the Georgia Bulldogs have the offense to blow out Alabama.
Hold on a second. Cut the music for a second, man. Cut the music. 2.5 points.
That's the spread right now. The over-under is at 54.5 for Alabama, Georgia. Alabama ranked 17, Georgia ranked 5. Alabama's lone blemish is their loss to Florida State to start the season.
Cut the damn music. What are we doing? That makes me nervous, C-Cat. Is this a little bit of a trap line? I know they get cute. They get cute.
People are probably thinking the same thing I am.
Yeah, that's
Alabama equals bad with Kalen DeBoer in the year 2025. Georgia is good. The last time we saw Georgia take the field, an awesome win on the road at Rocky Top, 44-41.
This doesn't make sense.
It did take a missed field goal for that game to not go to double overtime.
Well, usually they say home field advantage, generally, that's like a 2.5 to 3 point swing. And Georgia's at home. So what are they telling us right now? Is Vegas telling us that Alabama, Georgia is a pick'em at a neutral site today?
That is what Vegas is telling us.
What the hell is that?
I
know.
So it's almost you're saying it's too good to be true.
Yes,
is what you're telling us. So that
I think Alabama's going to win.
You almost want to fade yourself.
Yeah, I want to fade my own belief here because you're right. I see this going two ways. Either Alabama shocks the world and wins, or Georgia blows them out and it's not even close past halftime. I hate when I see lines like this, especially early in the season, especially when everybody has made their mind up about Alabama.
Yeah.
1 weekend, nobody's going to be able to shake that Florida State loss.
Right.
It's going to take till like week 9.
These first impressions of teams just last, especially because you're starving for football, so you're watching every second of every game, where week 0 and week 1 losses linger in the public's front of their head longer than they probably should.
I am going to divert for a quick second here. We'll get back to the main topic, which is what is the sole can't-miss game of this football weekend between college football and the pros. But I need help from the professional gamblers likely that listen to this show, theoretically speaking, the good people, as well as the folks that maybe have been watching closer to Alabama and Georgia. How the hell is this a 2.5-point favored Georgia team at home against Bama? Clue me in right quick, good people. 888-760-3776. If you have one reason why I shouldn't throw my mortgage on Georgia to cover 2.5 points against Alabama, please help a brother out before I put me and my family out. 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, or you can comment in the YouTube stream at ESPN West Palm on YouTube. If you don't have time to call in, that's cool. Comment on the YouTube stream. Help a brother out. What the hell are you seeing? 888-760-3776. Hit us up on the Baptist Health Hotline, and welcome to pro-level orthopedic care at Baptist Health. From sports injuries to everyday aches, our expert team delivers the same advanced care trusted by the pros. Get back to the life and the activities you love. Learn more by visiting baptisthealth.net/ortho. Okay, back to the previously scheduled programming. Those are the games that I see in college football that I think can be contenders for can't-miss game of the weekend. USC at Illinois, LSU at Ole Miss, Oregon at Penn State, Alabama at Georgia. That's your Saturday. Signed, sealed, delivered. You're welcome. Now we got to switch it over to the NFL, CK. Can I get a vibe change here?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Do you want to go Thursday Night Football, or is that game too gross to even discuss?
Yeah, so by the way, if you missed last night's game, Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals, 23-20. The Seahawks were dominant. Remember I told you I thought the Seahawks could blow them out?
Yeah.
And
I don't remember, but I'll nod along.
We talked about it yesterday before the game, and I felt that. I felt that juice. I thought I was going to be able to come in here and pound my chest. In the fourth quarter, they let him back in the game. Marvin Harrison Jr., tale of two halves. He was ugly. He was just absolutely decrepit in the first half. People were tweeting all kind of bad-mouthed things about him. Somebody said they should sub his dad in at halftime.
Yeah, people were texting you horrible things about Marvin Harrison.
Yeah, people.
Why
Like
were they
C-Cat.
texting you about it?
Like C-Cat.
We
C-Cat
really
also
need to
said
change the
something.
NFL stat book and really assign interceptions that
bad-
are not the quarterback's fault
That
to
was
the
bad.
receiver.
That was bad.
If we can judge drops, we can judge interceptions that are 100% the receiver's fault.
He fed the defender the ball right there.
Yes.
He fed it to him. He said, here you go.
It was
like hot potato.
It was the equivalent of a center fielder going back to the wall. It hits the glove of
Yeah.
the receiver, like he's just not jumping to the wall. He just stands, and it bounced out of the glove over the wall for a home run. The batter did not hit it over the wall, but it is deemed a home run
Yeah.
because of infutility. I don't know what that word means.
Yeah, no, that's good.
All right, cool.
Good.
He's stunk.
Quick check-in with the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm. Shout out Luis. He said put the money on the over with LSU versus Ole Miss. I want to, but it feels like everybody is, so I'm going to stay away. Shout out my guy Jalen. He says checking in for the first time from the 305. The guy has officially moved to South Florida, so welcome.
Wow, that's how good the show is.
That's what I'm saying.
He said, you know what? I know I can watch on YouTube every day, but I
Yeah.
want that nostalgia of the FM dial.
He's got to get closer to it. So Safebound Moving and Storage, I'm sure that's what Jalen went with to get out here, and congrats to you on that.
But we got good NFL games this weekend.
NFL games that'll be better than last night. We're going to start with the earliest game of the slate. We're going to start with two unbeaten teams, and this is going to be on Fox at 1 o'clock. You get the Eagles at the Bucks. Now, a lot of people look at that and say, Buccaneers? Theo, you want me to stop everything and watch Buccaneers-Eagles? Well, yeah, I do. Number one, you got the defending Super Bowl champions. You got two teams looking to stay perfect, but also the Bucks have been the boogeyman. Todd Bowles, he puts Jalen Hurts in a pretzel. Todd Bowles be folding, buddy. And it's not just Jalen Hurts. He folds whoever the hell is calling plays for Nick Sirianni, whether it be Shane Steichen or who was the guy last year, Kellen Moore, or whoever the hell they got replacing him. Todd Bowles is the boogeyman, and that defense tends to shut down the run and put a real straitjacket on that pass game. So be on the lookout for this game. I believe the Eagles 3.5-point favorites, but the Bucks have been their kryptonite for the past 3 years. So that'll be a good one at 1 o'clock. And then you got two good games in the second slate. You got Ravens at Chiefs, 4:25 on CBS. You got Colts at Rams, 4:05 on Fox. Is Daniel Jones the real deal? Is this Rams defense going to be dominant again? Can Derrick Henry stop fumbling the damn football? Can the Chiefs offense finally have like two explosive plays in one game? Can we do that? Like, the Ravens are down your best defensive tackle, Madubuike. The Chiefs' run game has not been good since like 3 years ago, it feels like. And Patrick Mahomes, I believe, I got to double check, but I still believe he's still leading the Chiefs in rushing yards. That's how bad it is. I have to believe that between these two afternoon games, though, there's going to be a lot more eyes on Ravens at Chiefs because one of those two teams are going to fall to 1-3, and all hell about to break loose. All hell about to break loose. And the last, nominee for must-watch game of the weekend is Packers at Cowboys, Sunday Night Football. You're going to get the storylines around Micah Parsons. You're going to likely get a blowout from the Packers, but oh my goodness. How crazy would it get if the Cowboys hang in this thing past the third quarter? We're in the final frame, and Jordan Love and the Packers are fighting for their lives against what we believe to be a decrepit defense. That is going to be some must-see TV as well. So we got 4 games in the NFL, 4 games in college football, and if I told you, C-Cat, that you have to turn a blind eye to every game except one this football season. You look at that slate in front of you.
This football weekend?
This football weekend. That means Friday, too. And you look, you're at Vero Beach versus Fort Pierce Central tonight.
Yeah.
So you're not allowed to turn your blind eye to it because you're going to be calling that game on ESPN 106.3 for high school game day. So you can't count that.
All right.
So Saturday and Sunday is the only ones. Now, you at the Ryder Cup, how soon will you be able to get back to your house or to a place to be able to view Sunday Night Football?
I would probably say I'll be able to get there in time.
Okay, so
That's
you'll be
what
able to
I'll say.
catch it.
Yeah, I'll be able to watch Sunday Night Football, not miss a minute of that game.
Are you going to stream Ravens Chiefs? Or are you just going to you got to ignore it because that's your team. You don't want to be disrupted. You're at an event.
I'm at the event, and
Yeah.
that's when it's going to be going down to the wire. That's when USA will be celebrating. If Europe wins, maybe then I will watch the game on my phone while walking out of Bethpage. So that's when I'll tune in. But if it's close and contentious and USA versus Europe goes down to the wire, I'm not going to see a minute of Ravens Chiefs.
Yeah, I don't blame you because it's one thing if it's a big game and you want to keep an eye on it. It's another thing if you're at an event that you want to enjoy and you're watching your team in a stressful situation. That's going to take you away from the Ryder Cup.
Yeah, you can't.
Yeah.
This is a once in you win a lottery to get these tickets.
Yeah. Oh, you did?
Yes. So like it's really not something you can slip through your fingers and not get the most out of it.
Yeah, soak it in, man.
I think I'm waking up at like 2:45 a.m.
Soak it in.
on Sunday morning in order to beat the New York City traffic because you got to go all the way through the city to go from where I live in New York to where the Ryder Cup is. You go through the city to Long Island to get there, get a spot, get these tee times that are early in the morning.
Yeah.
So I'm going to make it work, and I will watch all of Sunday. But if I could only watch one game this weekend,
pick one.
It's hard to not pick the whiteout game as a Penn State alum.
I was about to say you're an alum, and you'll be home. You're going to be watching it.
But also no one else can like relate to that Penn State fandom or Oregon fandom unless you're one of those people.
But it's the biggest game of the weekend. It's 6 versus 3.
I think the best game of the weekend is going to be Ole Miss versus LSU. I think you're going to see an old-fashioned 44-42 incredible game between the Rebels and the Tigers.
Please.
That's the game that if you are an unbiased football fan, you probably should watch that one. Because, again, I do think there's going to be less scoring in the Oregon-Penn State game than the over-under does indicate.
I feel the way that you feel about Oregon and Penn State, similarly about Ravens Chiefs. I think it's going to be an ugly game. For me personally, that's the game that I have to watch. If I could turn a blind eye to all of them, it's not just my Chiefs fandom, but it's my intrigue about what the top of the AFC is actually going to look like. There's a lot of questions to be answered in this game. And there are huge implications on this game beyond how the two teams look that have been both struggling more than you would want to see. The Ravens defense has been a shell of itself, and they're missing some starters. And Marlon Humphrey's out here doing streams and kicking it on podcasts and whatnot while he's getting burned on the field. And the Chiefs have been embarrassing as well. Speaking of podcasters, Travis Kelce, he's probably released more podcasts this year on the New Heights than he has caught passes.
Worried about Leonardo DiCaprio and Benedict Del Toro.
Oh, my God. You know what, Travis Kelce? He's turning into playoff P. He's turning into Paul George. Do you think midway through this season, if he's still struggling the way he has been, do you think he'll just, he'll pull a playoff P and say, hey,
no.
Podcast P is shutting it down for the rest of the season?
No, because their podcast is much more successful than Paul George's.
That's messed up. That is the breadwinner right now for Travis Kelce.
If you didn't get the reference, by the way, because I don't expect everyone to be as online as I unfortunately am with the internet.
Stop doing it, by the way, but continue.
Just get offline. Leonardo DiCaprio made his first ever podcast appearance with the Kelces.
I did not know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know it.
That is what happened. Yeah.
All right. Well, did he address the elephant in the room? When everybody talks about Leonardo DiCaprio, they always talk about that one thing, that whole little age thing he's got going on.
That was probably on a list of things not to bring up.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Jason Kelce, Travis Kelce, and Leonardo DiCaprio with Benicio Del Toro, who's the guy that's in what's the movie? It's about the cartel. It's a really good movie.
Wanted.
No.
Nah.
Dang it.
Yeah, you lost me. Sorry.
That sucks.
21.
No.
Mafia.
Benicio Del Toro. Okay. He's a Puerto Rican actor.
Oh.
All right.
Okay. I think I know what you're talking about, actually, but I don't know what movie you're talking about. He was in Smoke.
Sicario. There we go. 1 and 2, both really good movies.
Okay.
They're co-starring in a movie that's coming out right now, promoting their
Smoke is a show. But
so Travis Kelce is not worried about football. He's worried about his podcast.
Yeah, and that's
the moral of the story. Sorry to take up 45 seconds of stammering.
No, I think everybody enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I got somewhere. I learned a lot. I learned about what my tight end is doing with his free time. Should be studying playbooks. Should be working on those hands.
He should be on the jugs machine. That's what Travis Kelce should be doing.
Yeah.
With all the drops.
Yeah, the drops. He's slower. That was a terrible. They tried to run a bubble screen to Travis Kelce. They ran a bubble screen. That's how bad the Chiefs' offense has gotten. At 36-year-old Travis Kelce catching a bubble screen, acting like he's going to do something with the ball in his hands.
I think you line up at corner. I line up at outside linebacker. We could tackle Travis Kelce on a bubble screen.
Today, I feel like we can. Now, no disrespect to Trav. Now, he can out-podcast the hell out of us. I mean, this
Wow, how the tables have turned.
Yes.
He could do better at our job.
He's been locked in on it, though.
So we're better football players than Travis Kelce, but he's a better
podcast
media personality than us.
He's a better media personality, but I think when it comes to football, like if the Chiefs could have us or Travis Kelce over the next 10 years, I'm just saying.
Okay. I'll hear you out. Over the next 10 years, it kind of opens up. I'm just entering my prime when it comes to football.
You're looking for that second contract right now. That's the age you're at. You're like, yeah.
Prime C-Cat versus washed Kelce.
Yeah.
Who do you want lining up on the edge and protecting Patrick Mahomes, as well as slipping outside with maybe a tight end dump? All right.
Give me the cat man is what I would say. That's you, by the way. When you're playing football, we have to call you the cat man, not just C-Cat.
I've got one touchdown reception in my career. It happened in a scrimmage, but
I was asked. I just did a podcast appearance. It'll come out soon on the Must Be Two Sides podcast, and my guy Cole and Ahmad host that. Cole is a current NFL player. I was asked, would I be able to gain 1 yard in an NFL game? He said, would I be able to gain 1 yard in an NFL game? And Cole and Ahmad were shocked when I told them, yes.
Yeah.
1 yard is – here's the thing, and we're not going to get into this right now. You'll have to listen to the whole debate on the podcast if you do want to. And, again, that's the Must Be Two Sides podcast. If they block it correctly, I should be able to pick 1 yard. I've looked at yards before contact stats. I know I ain't got the most burst in the world, but damn it, I could fall forward. Yeah. If they block it correctly, I could pick up 1 yard.
And if that is your objective,
yes, I'm just trying
to
get
not
one.
like you're trying to break out a run, because then as soon as you get close to the line of scrimmage, you'll be stretching that football out.
Yes, exactly. I just need 1 yard. It's not going to look pretty. I might get injured. I might die. But can I get 1 yard in an NFL game today? Yes, I can. And if anybody that doesn't think they can, you need to look yourself in the mirror and say, do better. Be better. Think more highly of yourself. You got this. Anybody. Most people should be able to. Most people. I don't want to say anyone. Most people should be able to pick up 1 yard in an NFL game. That is not crazy to say, especially if the defense doesn't know my objective. If it's 4th and 1, that's a different story.
If they're putting 9 guys in the box, selling out.
No, I need base defense.
8.
I need a base defense here.
And maybe if the defense doesn't know that that's your only objective.
Yeah, they have to not know that. That's the thing. Just like when people say, if I drop you in an NBA game, can you get a bucket? If the defense knows, if an NBA defense knows your only objective is to get 1 bucket the whole game, they can stop you from doing that.
Oh, yeah, easily.
If they don't know it, they still are likely going to stop you from doing that, but it's possible, for the average Joe.
You have a shooter's chance.
You do have a
chuck some stuff up.
It's just, will you make the shots?
Mm-hmm.
Please don't try and dribble the ball. I've done that around NBA level talent. They take it from you so quickly. I don't care how good you think your handle is.
Gaining 1 yard in an NFL game, I agree with you, but getting a reception and a gain, that's different, right?
No, I don't think that's difficult as hell, because people forget how much velocity comes off of that ball with those NFL quarterbacks.
And you have to worry about getting open too.
You have to get open, and then you can get schemed open, by the way. Like, getting open might be the easiest thing for you to do, just because based off of what they're in versus what your play caller calls, you might be wide ass open. But you're going to be open for this long, and that ball going to be coming at you at 50 miles an hour.
Right,
And then you're also going to be thinking about getting hit. So I would say it's more likely you can gain 1 yard than it is you can actually pick up a yard get a reception. If we're talking PPR here, you're dead. you are dead. We got some cats and dogs on the other side, man.
Dude, I texted you on what date was it? I texted you on Tuesday.
Probably, Tuesday or Wednesday.
That watch out, because I have a cats and dogs. I'm seeing the lines. I'm reading the tea leaves. It's going to be special.
We'll still take your calls on what's the one football game you would watch and turn off all others. If there's only one game you can watch this weekend, what's that one game you must watch? Either put it in the YouTube chat or call in 888-760-3776 and let us know. We want to hear your lovely voice or your crackly voice. I don't know. Whatever you got, give us your best. I said shout out to my people that grew up in the 90s, CK. Marlins.com/tickets.
Yeah.
You pull up to a Marlins baseball game this weekend, specifically Sunday, September 28th, 3:10 first pitch.
Special ticket.
You buy that special ticket, the special ticket package, you can end up with a Marlins 90s windbreaker. And that thing is dope. That thing is lovely. That is the thing right there that, if I wasn't already locked in on Chiefs-Ravens, matter of fact, I would skip out on watching Chiefs-Ravens to go to Lone Depot Park just so I can get my hands on that windbreaker. It's beautiful.
You got to go check it out, Marlins.com. And then while you're there, Marlins.com/tickets. Check out the giveaway they're doing on Sunday. It is incredible. It's like worth the price of admission already. And you get to see the Mets coming to town.
That's what I'm about to say. You got 3 straight against the Mets. You got tonight, 7:10. You got Saturday at 4:10, first pitch. And then you got, again, Sunday at 3:10. You can get that 90s windbreaker as well. Marlins.com/ticket. Go check out the fish. Go check them out. Watch them win. I mean, trust me, your Monday is going to be miserable if you're a football fan. So maybe put a smile on your face with one of these 3 games as a South Florida sports fan. Marlins.com/tickets. Pull up to Lone Depot Park. Check out the Mets and the Marlins. Triple header coming right to you.
It's not a triple header.
Yeah.
A 3-game series.
Triple header. Wow, that would be
yeah.
Do they even do that? I know they do the double headers in baseball sometimes. Has there ever been like a lightning delay type situation where they had to go 3 and 1?
It's happened before.
Oof.
Especially
how early do they do that first game?
Like an 11 o'clock. Like this is very it won't happen every season, but especially during the COVID year, sometimes that would happen because they would have shortened games, 7-inning games.
Yeah, I was explaining that to my wife Ashley. She was like, Thursday night and Monday night. Has they ever played on Wednesday? I was like, yeah. Sadly, yes. But it was during COVID when.
It was a Steelers-Ravens game?
I remember the Steelers were a part of it. I forget who they played. Steelers did it and the Bills did it. I vividly remember that.
Because there was games on last year. The Chiefs played every day of the week except for Tuesday. Like Christmas Day, there was
Wednesday. You're right. They had the Wednesday game.
We're going to have football 7 days, NFL football.
Yeah.
7 days a week before our time on Earth is done.
Okay.
I truly believe that the technology will be made possible.
Wow.
Flights will get faster and cheaper to be fast, and we will have football every day of the week.
Here, you care to hear a parlay before we get to cats and dogs on the other side?
I care.
Jupiter Joe on the YouTube, ESPN West Palm chat, at ESPN West Palm. Jupiter Joe gives us a parlay. He says, parlay Georgia plus the Packers -7 on Sunday. So he parlay Georgia to win. I guess Georgia money line, Packers -7 Sunday. Very sad to say, but I don't think. Oh, he thinks his Cowboys are getting blown out.
Yeah, exactly.
So he's saying Packers to cover and Georgia to win. You parlay that, and he's saying you can make some Skrilla.
I hate betting against my team.
Sucks.
It's like
it can be good though, honestly.
No, but there's always you can't win.
Yes, you can.
You
lose.
always can win. You can't
lose. Now, unless you bet on your team to cover and then they lose and they don't cover.
Yeah.
Cats and dogs on the other side. It's Theoretically Speaking with C-Cat and Theo Dorsey on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
For 48 straight years, Ford F-Series have been the best-selling trucks in America. We got here by engineering breakthrough technology, redefining Built Ford Tough, and never settling for second best. But what's really made Ford F-Series the #1 selling trucks in America is you. Ford F-Series, Built Ford Tough. Based on 1977 to 2024 calendar year total sales.
ESPN 106.3 is your home for live sports presented by Hard Rock Bet, home of Inter Miami, Miami Heat, and the Miami Dolphins. Catch all the action and the biggest matchups throughout the week right here on ESPN 106.3. Hard Rock Bet, it's Florida's official sports book. Try Hard Rock Bet now and receive up to $100 back in bonus bets if your first bet doesn't win. It's offered by the Seminole Tribe of Florida, must be 21 plus and physically present in Florida. Wager terms and conditions apply. Considered by gambling. Call 1-888-ADMITTED.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
It's UFC Fight Night this Saturday on the 27th. Carlos Olberg, Dominic Reyes, 2 light heavyweight bruisers looking to prove they deserve a title shot against Magomed Ankalaev. These guys are nearly identical across the board in height, weight, and reach. So will the up-and-coming New Zealander get his first crack at gold? Or will the savvy vet Reyes finally return to the top of the mountain? Twin Peaks is your ultimate UFC headquarters for all the big pay-per-view cards and every every fight night in between. Enjoy an ice-cold 29-degree draft beer and made-from-scratch favorites from the kitchen as you watch all the fights on one of the big screen HD TVs. With Twin Peaks as your fight night headquarters, there's never a bad seat in the house. And you get to enjoy all of the fights without a cover. Check out the Twin Peaks locker room of rare bourbons, whiskeys, and tequilas crafted for true champions. From scratch-made favorites to ice-cold 29-degree draft beers, Twin Peaks is your go-to for eats, drinks, and scenic views.
At St. Lucie Battery and Tire, batteries came before tires. We've been selling and servicing all types of batteries for over 50 years. So when you need a battery for nearly anything, we have it, as well as the fast, professional installation you need. We carry premium batteries for all your needs: automotive, commercial, marine, RV, and specialty. We also offer delivery and on-site installation, serving our customers quality products for over 50 years in the home of honest, reliable service. Go to slbt.com and book your next appointment.
Mike Rizzo here with the Sports Business Minute presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program. Let's rewind back to February of 2025 when the Four Nations Face-Off was a tremendous success, not only for the NHL, but also for all the teams that played like Canada, Finland, Sweden, and the United States. Well, NHL Commissioner Gary Bettman cleared the path for players to take on the Olympics. For the first time in 12 years, NHL players will take the ice at the 2026 Milan Olympic Games after not participating since 2014. And I think a lot of this has to do with how much of a tremendous success the Four Nations Face-Off was. This is the Sports Business Minute presented by the Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program. Accelerate your career in sports with the program committed to developing top-notch executives and managers with a focus on the job placement for students and graduates. The Florida Atlantic MBA in Sport Management Program.
Fall is here, and the flavors of the season are waiting for you at DQ Grill & Chill. Treat yourself to the new Maple Cookie Milkshake. DQ's world-famous soft serve blended with maple cookie crumble and real milk. It's the sweet taste of fall in a cup, but only for a limited time. And don't forget the blizzards of the month, pumpkin pie and caramel toffee cookie. Stop by DQ Grill & Chill today with two convenient locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake. Fall tastes better at DQ.
Hurricane fans, October is coming in hot. Next up at Hard Rock Stadium is a Friday Night Lights matchup against Louisville on October 17th at 7 p.m. Then the Canes host a coast-to-coast game against Stanford on Saturday, October 25th. Lock in your seats now at MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. That's MiamiHurricanes.com/football tickets. And go Canes!
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
You know, I woke up to a power outage this morning.
Oh, no.
Power outage in the neighborhood knocked out 75 homes power.
Did you, do you still have one of those alarm clocks that depends on the wall?
No.
Okay,
I want one, though. I want to get an alarm clock that's separate from my phone. That's the OG way to do it, and I'm going to get back to it one day.
The best excuse when you were growing up.
Yeah.
If that was the only way to do it. Yeah, my power went out. Sorry.
But the worst part about this power outage, it lasted about 5 a.m. to about 9 a.m., 4 hours of my morning. Worst part of it is the AC goes out, too. Because the power's out. The whole house is shut down, and so it's hard to be able to, get back to sleep, get that peaceful sleep. But even bigger issue is my wife every 30 minutes bumping me and asking me what I'm going to do about it. I'm like, I love you. I love you. I want to be the hero and the husband that you deserve. I mean, I can't go out there and turn the power back on myself. I think they're working on it. Like, what do you want me to do, move? We can move. And if I did move it, you know how I go with it.
Oh, that goes without saying, but we're going to say it anyway.
Safebound Moving and Storage. Safebound Moving and Storage. That's the place to go with. You are safe with Safebound. Hey, maybe a power outage is hitting your crib, your corner of the hood too often. And you're like, well, I need to go somewhere where it's a little bit too, where we're a little bit more grounded. By the way, my first power outage in 4 years living there, so that's not the issue for me, but maybe it is for you. And if it is, Safebound is South Florida's most trusted moving company. I mean, they literally moved my sister from South Florida to Georgia, and they did it well. They got a trained team of experts. Don't rely on your own sensibilities. Lean on the pros. It's a family-owned company. It's based in West Palm Beach. So whether you're trying to move into the state of Florida, out of the state of Florida, or within state lines, Safebound Moving and Storage is the place to go. Safeboundmoving.com. You are safe with Safebound, and they even got Safebound Luxury. For those who enjoy the lavish things in life, Safebound Luxury can take care of you with art handling, special event moving, luxury retail, as well as high-end residential. Safebound's luxury services also have you covered. You're safe with Safebound. See? That's where I was going the whole time, C-Cat.
Yeah.
Yeah. You thought I was diverting, but you know what I'm saying? But that was where I was going the whole time. C-Cat, we have a big football weekend here. By the way, Charlie in the YouTube chat, I got to address this before we get to our big time segment here. Charlie in the YouTube chat says, Teddy, love you, bruh, but unless you weigh 220 or run a 4.440, you ain't getting 1 yard.
Wow.
I just don't. Why don't you believe in yourself? Yes, I can. Also, I've seen other guys that run 4.5 and 4.6 40s get first downs. So I'm not talking about first down. It's 1 yard. It's 1 yard. That's all I get. Time to give people the plays that can save their weekend. It's time for Cats and Dogs.
David versus Goliath.
Be a dog.
Rocky versus Apollo Creed.
We don't need no meow.
Average Joe's versus Globo Jim.
We don't need no cats.
C-Cat versus the Sports Book.
We need more dogs.
Underdogs are the lifeblood of sports. And every week, C-Cat gives you the underdogs that will shock the world. Welcome to Cats and Dogs.
Yes, it is!
Live from the Anajar and Levine.
That's how amped I am, Theo. I'm hitting wrong buttons.
I was like, what the heck was that? Okay, there we go.
Fellas, when you put on that red, white, and blue, it's bigger than golf. It's pride. It's heart. It's country. And right now, the United States is under attack by those stinking Europeans. And when I say stinking Europeans, I mean that in more ways than one.
Yes.
Europe's got the history. They've got the momentum. But history does not swing the club. Momentum doesn't make the putt. You do, Bryson. You do, Scotty. You do, Ben Griffin.
Ben Griffin don't hit as hard.
They call him Benny Big Boom.
There you go. Benny Big Boom.
You're the hunters now. There's nothing more dangerous than a team with something to prove, and that is you, America. Step on that tee fearless, united, and remind the world, America does not back down. We rise up, and we take what's ours, and that's the Ryder Cup at Bethpage Black. And that's what sports are all about. The underdog with their back against the wall, saying, why not us? From the Miracle on Ice to March Madness, the moments we never forget when it comes to sports, it's when the underdog dares to believe. That's what's going to happen at the Ryder Cup. We go to Saturday.
Wait, no, what's the Ryder Cup? Are you saying that the Americans win? What? Oh, I'm sorry, you were still doing that.
We'll get there. Liberty. Being able to do whatever the hell you want. Liberty is one of the reasons we wanted independence from the monarchs across the pond. Wait a second. Something sounds familiar there. Liberty? They're underdogs against the monarchs? Where does that ring a bell? Liberty University is 14.5-point underdogs to the Old Dominion Monarchs. It's written in the stars. It's a 6 o'clock game. The line moved from 16.5 to 14.5. What does that tell you? The Sharps are on Liberty. Take the Liberty Flames to defeat the Monarch of Old Dominion plus 450. Wow. And it goes without saying to take them against the spread 14.5. Believe it or not, that is all true. Old Dominion Monarchs are trying to beat Liberty. Don't let them take that from us. If you're an American, you bet Liberty this weekend. But it doesn't end there. It does not end there. On Saturday, 1776, George Washington led the 13 colonies in a war on their own turf against the #1 world power. And I wouldn't be speaking into this microphone if they didn't whoop European ass. I happen to know another Washington. Another Washington who's playing at home. Another Washington who's an underdog. another Washington who's taken on the number 1 team in the world, the Washington Huskies, as 7.5-point dogs against the Ohio State University, the number 1 team in the land. This opened at 11.5. It's come on down. It's come on down because the money's going on Washington. Because Washington has won 22 straight home games. Take the underdog, literally, Huskies, with the 7.5 points and on the money line at plus 260.
Husky Stadium, underrated place. Underrated place to play. They're also dogs. Huskies, you know.
Last week I told you to bet on the dog pound. I told you to bet on the Cleveland Browns as they were over a touchdown underdog at home. And we would not be denied. They blocked what would have been a game-winning field goal for Green Bay. They made a field goal of their own to win that game by a guy named Schmidt, who I've never heard of before this season. So I've got a pretty good read on underdogs. What? And when I tell you, I look at the Ryder Cup right now, they started the days as favorites. They're on their home course. But we are currently underdogs. We being the United States Ryder Cup team.
Are you allowed to say we when you're... Okay.
We will not go quietly into the night. We will not vanish without a fight. We're going to live on. We're going to survive. Today, we push forward our United States Ryder Cup team. Underdogs across the world. Take USA plus 125 right frickin' now. Those are your 3 picks. Liberty plus the 14.5. Liberty on the money line plus 450. Washington plus 7.5. Washington on the money line plus 260. And the United States national team to win the Ryder Cup plus 125.
Through 2 weeks of cats and dogs, you are, 3-5 between the money line and going against the spread, right? Pretty good.
Yes, really good. I am plus 0.2 units.
Yeah,
so
I knew you were going to get to that.
If you're $1 million bettor, I have made you $200,000. You're welcome.
Wow. Cats and dogs.
$200,000. That'll put people through college.
Not these days. I mean, junior college. College is expensive these days. I don't know if you've seen the price tag on it, but woo. The Ryder Cup, man. So you're going to be going out there to New York. That's going to be fun this week. When do you leave?
I leave at 7 a.m. from PBI tomorrow morning. I'm going to go to the Yankee game in the Bronx. Dude, I'm not going to sleep at all. Yeah.
Yeah. I like how the Catman, like 2 years ago, always here. Catman this year, making moves. I love the motion.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty crazy. I've got about 5 sporting events in 4 days.
Hell yeah.
Or 4 sporting events in 3 days.
Wait, Ryder Cup, Yankees game.
Then we have
the Dolphins
Media
Jets.
Day, Dolphins Jets, and then I have a day off on Tuesday until I go to AEW Wednesday Night Dynamite on Wednesday.
Please do me a favor.
Yeah.
Please. I know you're going to say no and you're going to hate it. I'm going to get Tina on here to convince you as well when she comes in for the happy hour. Please document some. Please get pictures of yourself at each of these sports, or just 2-second videos of yourself at each of them. Don't even have to do that. It could be a stale face.
I'm not doing a boomerang.
I'm not saying do a boomerang. It's a video. It's a short video.
It's
a short video. You can put it together as a quick reel. Just you at the 4 or 5 different sporting events. It'd be cool. You don't even have to edit it together. Just get 2 or 3 seconds of video of you at each of these sporting events. Give it to one of the interns. Give it to Tina. And we're going to put a recap of C-Cats weekend. I'm going to text you at each of these sporting events and make sure that you do it too. At least a photo.
I'm with my parents all weekend.
One photo. Your parents love taking pictures of you.
How do you know that?
That's what parents do.
All right.
Yeah, well, in the history of parentdom, has there ever been a parent that's turned down taking a photo of their kid?
No.
It's like their favorite thing.
I guess so.
It's better than ice cream.
I did, when I went to the Masters this year, I did wait in line for 50 minutes to get a picture in front of Founder Circle.
Wow. What a dork.
And I had... And apparently it's against like fashion in golf to tuck in a quarter zip. So I got flamed for that.
Wow.
For my one image I might ever have.
You never tuck. You're not a tucker.
I tuck for golf. I always tuck for golf. Okay. Apparently, you tuck in You tuck in like a golf polo. Right. You don't tuck in a golf quarter zip.
You don't tuck a quarter zip in general. So it's bulky.
You mix together golf and we golf in Florida. I don't normally wear quarter zips.
Right. I get it. You were trying to be what you were trying to do was be a proper spectator or patron. Excuse me.
Mm-hmm.
It's Augusta National.
The line for the USA has moved to plus 140. By the way, in the Ryder Cup.
It's good or bad?
I mean, like,
it's good. It's bad for if you already played it.
Yeah, and it's bad if you're just rooting for them to win in general because the odds quite literally got more far-fetched in that moment.
I'm sorry. Well, there's always Saturday. Plus, they're not. You want the big comeback to happen. You know what? You can't come back if you're not down. You want the big comeback to be dramatic, and you want to watch it in person.
If the United States loses on their own soil, that's the ultimate bragging rights is winning a Ryder Cup when you're away.
Oh yeah,
that's what these guys dream about. I will be devastated. I will. Like me and Tyler Hero at Heat Media Day, we won't get along. Like I'll be a little bit snippy towards him.
Push him around a little bit. I want to see how that turns out. Before we go to the other side, if you want to watch back Cats and Dogs, if you want to check out takes we've had previously, if you missed parts of the show, this week has been huge. We've had Cameron Wolf from NFL Network. We've had Mike Greenberg from ESPN and author of Got Your Legends, the new book. He's also a New York Times bestseller, by the way, so go check that out. We've also had Evan Cohen. Well, we have him every week. If you want to look back at any of that, old takes, if you want to stream us live at a new place, ESPN South Florida app, that's where you need to go. Download the ESPN South Florida app and tap into the good people right here, man. We're delivering the goods. It is a football Friday. It is a feel-good Friday, and it will make me feel good if you downloaded that app and made sure you stay tuned with everything South Florida sports. We got Inter Miami. We've got Florida Panthers. We got the Miami Hurricanes, one of the best teams in the nation. We also got Russo and Rizzo, along with Theoretically Speaking content. And, of course, the Deportes flooding the feed. Anything you want, anything you need. ESPN South Florida app. Download it where you get your apps today. And you will not be disappointed. Unless you go there to watch something that's not Theoretically Speaking. When you watch Theoretically Speaking, I can guarantee you won't be disappointed. That 4 o'clock show, they're great. Great dudes. Maybe you don't like the Browns, So maybe you'll be disappointed to hear about the goings-ons of Shador Sanders. South Florida app, ESPN South Florida. Download it today. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. On the other side, we give you the coolest moment of the week.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063. Time now for the Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week, supporting local student athletes as they grow on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. Every Player of the Week is eligible to win a scholarship at the end of the year. This year, a $25,000 scholarship will be awarded to an athlete, with $10,000 going to the winner's high school athletic department. Land Rover Palm Beach, above and beyond. Here's Cade Chumslin.
Our Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week is Jensen Beach tri-sport athlete Lizzie Fitzwater. Lizzie is a member of the Falcons basketball, flag football, and bowling team. You heard that correctly. In fact, she's the #1 bowler on the team. Here she is on how she got into the game.
I never played it at all, and I just heard about it at school, and then I decided to come out. I was really thinking about it freshman year, but I thought maybe I should actually try it out, and then I came out sophomore year, and I loved it since then, and I've always kept doing it, yeah.
Congratulations, Lizzie, on being selected this week's Land Rover Palm Beach Player of the Week.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com. pbhnphysiciangroup.com to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
This is the Inter Miami save of the game.
Corner for New York City, whips this into the back post. Ustari point-blank save from the border of the 6-yard box. He absolutely denied Hannes Wolf, who is completely unmarked. Oh, that was poor defense, and Inter Miami got away with it. Ustari equal to the task. Now Inter Miami on the counter.
Brought to you by PNC Bank. PNC Bank. Brilliantly boring since 1865. Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
I think it's time for us to take a trip. We're going to have to save that coolest moment because the coolest thing to do these days is to hop on our favorite vehicle, CCAT, and that is not the Brightline, sadly. No. That is not even an airplane, even though I love an airport lounge. That's going to be the Safebound Get Around.
The Safebound is brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, South Florida's most trusted moving company. You're safe with Safebound.
On the Get Around, we hit the hottest topics in sports and in life all across the globe. No, not just America, not even just North America. We're talking about all over the world, and where are we starting at today?
Next stop,
Kansas City, Missouri.
Middle America.
That's the home of the 4:25 kickoff between the Baltimore Ravens and the Kansas City Chiefs. Nice. That's also where standout, one of the best defensive players in the league, defensive tackle Chris Jones, said this about the upcoming challenge they're going to face on Sunday.
It's always tough to play against someone in the Baltimore Ravens. You know, stopping Lamar is one thing, trying to contain him is another, and prolific as a passer he's become. I think he's completing 70% of his passes, which I think he should have won MVP last year. Have so much respect for him.
Chris Jones and the Chiefs respecting Lamar to the umpteenth degree, despite the last time they played them in the playoffs. They held Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens to a stagnant first half and won that game without scoring points in the second half. Do you buy it from the Chiefs and Chris Jones, or are they just trying to say that to do the right media thing?
No, I buy it from Chris Jones because he's seen enough of Josh Allen and he's seen enough of Lamar Jackson. The Chiefs have gotten the best of both of them in the playoffs whenever they've come to that stage, and he has no reason to be disingenuous about that. Lamar is that kind of a guy. The media, even the people that voted Josh Allen for MVP, they agree that Lamar Jackson was the best quarterback last year because they also voted him first team All-Pro. Lamar Jackson was the MVP last year. It was one of the biggest scams I've ever seen from the tip of the season. The first kickoff until the end, there was a media parade rooting for Josh Allen to finally get his due, to finally get his MVP trophy, to even get a championship. And the problem about championships is you got to win those on the field. I don't care how many rule changes they make in favor of the Bills. You got to go out and earn those. But apparently with MVPs, you just got to be good enough and be likable enough by the media for them to vote it into you. So congrats on Josh Allen on his MVP. But most around the NFL would agree that Lamar Jackson had a better season and was the rightful MVP last year. Shout Chris Jones, keeping it G.
Stop. We're going to go to Los Angeles, California, because we're going to take a cross-country flight from Los Angeles, California to JFK. That's what the Chargers are doing this week.
Nice.
It's Chargers, it's Giants at MetLife Stadium.
That's a nice trip we're taking. It's weird for the Get Around to do that, but it's fun.
Exactly. It'll be the NFL debut as a starter for Giants quarterback Jackson Dart. Take a listen to what he had to say about the possible pressure he's going to face when making his debut 1 o'clock on Sunday.
I don't really feel pressure. I feel like, pressure is given to those who play at a high level, and, the best players in the world are the ones that you are kind of involved with that word pressure. So I don't feel it in that standpoint. My focus is just trying to win one game at a time, and we've been so close each week, and it's been tough to watch.
Consummate professional Jackson Dart. They're so close, and it's been tough on the sidelines. Do you buy that he's not really feeling pressure this weekend?
He failed it. He did not nail it. That soundbite is contradictory. If he's saying he has faith in himself, or maybe it was Freudian, can we play back the beginning of his soundbite again? Sorry for the Get Around to have to do this, but play back the beginning again.
I don't really feel pressure. I feel like, pressure is given to those who play at a high level, and, the best players in the world.
Okay, cut it. So he doesn't feel pressure, but pressure is given to the best players in the world and guys who play at a high level. So I guess he's saying he's not going to play at a high level? He's not one of the best in the world?
Yeah, I think he got him there.
I think he screwed that one up. So either that's going to be a bad omen for the Giants? Don't you just see that this is only going to go two ways, either horribly wrong or incredibly good? And if I had to bank on one of the two, the fact that this got ushered in because of a bad Russell Wilson game and not because Jackson Dart was showing enough flashes to actually beat out Russ for the starting job during practice and whatnot, I'm just a little nervous for how it's going to go down. Plus, the Chargers have an underrated good defense. So I just don't, stake your claim now. Plant your flag. Good or bad, the debut from Jackson Dart to start. You have to pick one of the two.
Good debut and a loss.
Okay. I'm going to go bad debut and a loss.
Damn.
And it's not a thing. I'm not going against Jackson Dart. I hope him well. I'm just saying that's a tough defense and it's a tough start.
And that is your get around. Before we kick it to the happy hour with Tina and Zaslow, how about a little bit of a leaderboard update? Because that golf tournament is also in New York and it also is capturing my attention. Theo, I got to be honest.
Beautiful.
Because I'm looking up right now at this tournament going on at Bethpage Black. Thank you. We're still on day one. Europe versus USA. Europe leads 3-1. You need 14.5 points to win the Ryder Cup. 4 balls going on right now, the second session of this tournament. Currently, Rahm and Straka for Europe are 2 up over Scheffler and Spahn. Griffin and DeChambeau for the USA is 1 up over Fleetwood and Rose. Cam Young and Justin Thomas, they are 2 up over Oberg and Højgaard of Europe. And the Europeans, Rory and Lowry, are 1 up over Sam Burns and Patrick Cantlay. So right now in this session, they're tied if things were final right now. But Europe is still leading 3-1. And that was your leaderboard update brought to you by the Breakers Palm Beach, Kaiser University, and PGA Golf Club.
That's your leaderboard update. On the other side, we have an update on the whereabouts of Jonathan Zaslow from ESPN Radio and Zaslow Show 2.0, who also is one of the inspirations to the back-to-back Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers. We ask him about that and more on the other side. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. The happy hour on ESPN 106.3 is next.
Anajar and Levine. Call 1-800-7473. That's 1-800-747-3733.
ESPN 106.3.
WESP Jupiter, a Good Karma Brands radio station.
Hey, Steph Prince here, General Manager of ESPN West Palm, to tell you about a team that has meant a lot to me and this community for a long time. Bob and the team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning have been helping me stay cool for years, whether at home or in the office. And living in South Florida with 3 kids, I don't know what I'd do without them. Family owned and operated, serving Royal Palm Beach and beyond since 1980. Let the knowledgeable and trained team at Bradley help you with your residential and commercial needs, installation, repair, seasonal maintenance, upgrades of all makes and styles and models of HVAC equipment, and so much more. Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning does things right the first time and makes the process smooth, stress-free, and most importantly, keeps you cool. Give them a call at 561-793-7497. That's 561-793-7497 or bradleyair.com. Any need, big or small, trust the amazing team at Bradley Heating and Air Conditioning.
Get ready, South Florida. It's the 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl. Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at FAU's Flagler Credit Union Stadium. 2 of the best group of 5 teams go head-to-head in the ultimate holiday showdown. Over 150 players have gone from this field to the NFL. Who's next? Visit BocaRatonBowl.com for the latest, including when tickets will go on sale. The 12th annual Boca Raton Bowl, Tuesday, December 23rd, 2 p.m. at Flagler Credit Union Stadium.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Hey!
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, imported by William Grant & Sons, Inc.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Kate Chumsland. The Seahawks football program is still undefeated after a road trip to Kentucky and a 42-12 win over Cumberland. Cardinal Newman alum Dallas D'Souza with 2 receiving touchdowns. The team is on a bye this week, back home October 4th to face Thomas. From football to football, the number 1 ranked Kaiser women's soccer team took down number 9 ranked SCAD Savannah on Sunday 3-0. At PGA National, both men's and women's golf teams hosted the Seahawks shootout last week. The women took first place, the men third. But freshman Matas Sezo did take home the individual title, shooting 12 under over 3 rounds, the only golfer to finish in double digits. This week in Seahawks sports, volleyball, soccer, and women's golf are all in action, plus the season openers for men's and women's tennis. For times and tickets on all of Kaiser University's athletic events, head to kuseahawks.com.
This is the Delray Beach Open, the ultimate tennis party. Don't miss today's top professional tennis stars and legends in downtown Delray Beach. February 13th through the 22nd. It's 10 days of 140 miles per hour aces, parties, and all the good vibes. Come for the non-stop action on and off the court. Snap pics and post memories at the DBO. Join us for a jam-packed week of ATP tennis matches where champions play and fans party. DelrayBeachOpen.com for info. Tickets on sale now.
Racetrack is proud to support our local high school football teams. Whether it's Friday night lights or tailgate parties, Racetrack has whatever gets you going to fuel all the gridiron excitement this fall. Grab your favorite snacks, crispy chips, delicious Nathan's hot dogs, sweet treats, or our house-made pizza slices. Don't forget to quench your thirst with a variety of ice-cold drinks. Racetrack, your one-stop shop to fuel your football Fridays.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios.
The man your man could smell.
Theo Dorsey is theoretically speaking.
But are you a different animal and the same beast?
Streaming live on YouTube.
You're gonna break up with me because of what I do on the radio?
Here's Theo Dorsey.
Good people. It is your boy Theo Dorsey. This is Theoretically Speaking, and it is the happy hour right here for you on a feel-good Friday, on a football Friday. C-Cat's on the other side of the glass on the ones and the twos. If you missed Cats and Dogs, where he gave out the dogs of the weekend, boy, do I have some good news for you. Go download the ESPN South Florida app and watch it back, and maybe you get some plays that you'll think are delicious, like those Huskies covering against Ohio State. That's just a little tease. But speaking of college football, I know we got a huge NFL slate coming up. The college football slate, nothing to scoff at as well. And the guy that joins us here weekly, the guy that is the inspiration behind Florida Panthers playoff wins, and that is stamped by Coach Paul Maurice himself. He is the man, the myth, and he also has an open.
You might know him as the Cooper City Rattlesnake. He's the human flamethrower of Miami sports radio.
Hey, you could be a maniac without being a jerk.
The preacher of the Pat Riley Gospel.
They don't complain. They don't make excuses. This is the NBA. Deal with it.
The mayor of Dolphins Delusion.
Can the Bills offense keep up with the Dolphins offense?
And the only guy who can go from breaking down the Panthers power play to cutting a full-blown Ric Flair promo. Woo! Jonathan Zaslow is the voice of the 305.
And the voice of the 305 is coming to us live from where? Where in the world is Jonathan Zaslow on the ESPN College Football Campus Tour?
Yo, what's up, Theo? I'm in the quad. I'm in the quad right now. Nobody's streaking. I'm in the quad right now at University of Georgia. I'm in Athens. I'm actually on set at SEC Nation. Right in front of me is the Paul Feinbaum show. He's got Tim Tebow and Roman Harper sitting with him. They're doing the show live right now. If you were to put it on television, you could probably see me in the background.
Oh, we got to get that up. We got to get that up on the stream. So we're gonna see if we can pull it up. C-Cat's in the cat cave, and he has access to live TV. So he's gonna try to pull up SEC Nation to see if he can get a good view of the Zaz man.
Okay.
And Zaz, my question to you is: we were talking about this earlier. We're gonna talk about the game you're at and the football weekend at whole. But Georgia. If I were to just close my eyes and not look at a sports book, I would have thought Georgia would at least be favored by about 5-6 points here at home against the Bama team that people are down on. Georgia only 2.5-point favorites at home against Bama here. What gives?
Well, I think because we're remembering we saw Georgia at Tennessee, and 2 weeks ago, and it was a game that Georgia probably didn't deserve to win. And they barely snuck out of Knoxville with an overtime victory. So, look, we're still in the early part of the season where we kind of don't know who everybody is, Like we're seeing that with Penn State and Oregon tomorrow night as well. You got two teams there that are ranked really high, but all right, they haven't played anyone. We don't really know who they are yet. So I feel like Georgia's a little bit in that camp right now, even though they won that game in Tennessee. But you also got to remember, this is an Alabama team that's coming in super motivated. You got a lot of noise. It's a little quieter the last couple of weeks, but certainly a lot of noise around Kalen DeBoer. And don't forget, the huge win that Kalen DeBoer has on his resume with Alabama came in Tuscaloosa against Georgia last year. That was a tremendous game. And then the very next week lost to Vanderbilt, probably the most embarrassing loss the program's had in decades. So really, you haven't had the Alabama fan feel good about their program since the win last year against Georgia. So this is a monster game for the Crimson Tide tomorrow night.
Yeah, I remember after that one, like Ryan Williams was the heir apparent to Jesus himself. Like if you asked a fan out of Tuscaloosa with that immaculate play he had. I'm curious, Zaslow, with that being said, who does this game mean more to between Kirby Smart, who would hate to have the successor of Nick Saban come in and beat him twice, both at home and on the road, or Kalen DeBoer, who needs to instill some faith into the faithful of Tuscaloosa?
Well, I think it means more to Alabama because while the FSU game was not a conference loss, you'd now be talking about 2 losses already in the season, in the early season for Alabama, and you still have the rest of this dreaded SEC schedule. So in theory, I guess the game means more for Alabama, but if Georgia loses this game, it's always been, okay, so Kirby Smart's 1-6 career against
Crazy.
Alabama. But if you want to be fair, it's all right. It's not that he couldn't beat Alabama. He couldn't beat Nick Saban. But then Kirby Smart in his first crack at Kirby last year, Kalen DeBoer wins there. So if Kalen DeBoer and Alabama win again tomorrow night, maybe it's not a Nick Saban problem that Kirby Smart has. Maybe it actually is an Alabama problem that Kirby Smart has.
Yeah, man, something about that Crimson Tide, something about that script letter A that gives the shivers down there in Athens, but they'll be between the hedges. You got Ty Simpson starting at quarterback for Alabama, Gunnar Stockton for the Georgia Bulldogs. Not necessarily the brand names you think of when you think of some of the historic battles between these two teams, huh?
Well, Gunnar Stockton's got a lot of experience, all right? He played in big games and placed the Carson Beck at the end of last year. He won playoff games and, of course, has played in big spots under the lights here. So I don't think Gunnar Stockton is going to be overwhelmed by the scenario. And you also got to remember, this game it's under the lights tomorrow night at Sanford Stadium, and it's a building that Georgia, they've won like 1,000 games in a row, all right? Like, this team is very, very tough in Athens.
Yeah, between those hedges. I covered Georgia for about 3.5 years when I was in South Georgia, and those fans are rabid, and also it is an environment that gets jumping early, especially if they get up early. I can't wait to see how that looks. What other game this weekend, outside of the game you're covering, if you could just pick one isolated game between college football and the pros where you say, I watch this game and I watch none other because I have to see the result of every one of those snaps, which one is it for you? Because to me, it's Chiefs-Ravens. As I look at 2 AFC contenders that are hoping they don't fall to 1-3, two teams where one, the defense needs to get it together. The other one is hoping to get some explosive plays from their offense, and 2 teams that have been uncharacteristically bad out of the gates. I'm locked in on Chiefs-Ravens, and I would turn a blind eye to all others. Is there a game outside of the one that you're obviously covering for ESPN Radio that you would want to watch and shun out all others?
Yeah, for me, it's not Chiefs-Ravens because the Chiefs stink, all right? And one of those teams are going to drop to 1-3. So a battle between 2 1-2 teams is not game of the week for me. But you got, Packers, Cowboys, you got a lot going on there. Colts, Rams, all right. You got something going on there. You got the Buccaneers and Eagles, right? You got Bucs and Eagles,
kryptonite,
which is a huge one. That one right there, that could be the one for me. Because, of course, you remember a couple seasons ago in the playoffs, the Bucs killed them in the first round. That playoff in between the 2 Super Bowl appearances for Philadelphia. Look, it's a monster weekend, guys. All right, because also we're talking, you got Oregon and Penn State tomorrow night, along with this one here. And by the way, guys, I'm keeping an eye on Florida State, Virginia tonight. All right, as a Canes fan, you want Florida State to win tonight because you want FSU to be undefeated next weekend when the Canes roll up and tally. All right, so everyone, you got to root for FSU tonight. It makes that game even bigger next week.
I'm all in with you on that, Zaslow. Like, I want this. I've been rooting for whatever needs to happen this weekend. I want Florida State in the top 5. So if that means a Oregon loss, if that means a Penn State loss, I've been looking at all of these games. Like, how can we get? I want in 10 years from them to say the last time Florida State and Miami matched up and they were both top 5 was 2025 at Doak Campbell. Like, wouldn't that be cool?
Yeah, and it's looking pretty likely that game day will be back there next week.
Yeah.
Like I'm into this game tonight for the Seminoles. We'd like it to be as big a matchup as possible next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
It's gonna be a lot of fun, and I'm curious. I mean, have y'all already set the schedule? Again, Jonathan Zaslow joining us, Zaslow Show 2.0, and also ESPN Radio's College Football Campus Tour. Have y'all already set y'all schedule, and will it be at the Doak?
We are not going to be at Doak next week. Yes, we have set the schedule. We are. You guys are going to laugh when I tell you which game we're going to. All right. Now, mind you, our schedule is set before the season starts. We do a really good job.
A lot of disclaimers here.
We do a really good job.
Who's Florida got?
This is going to be the best game. This could be a fun venue. We want to go to a tailgate scene we haven't been at. We're in Chapel Hill next weekend. For I know.
Zaz, call out sick. Call out sick, Zaz.
I know. It had so much juice to it at the start of the season, But I'll tell you what, I can't stand this Belichick. I'm gonna go in the crowd. I'm going in the crowd. I'm gonna stand right in between the student section there. I'm gonna boo him. All right, I'm gonna boo him. Well, I'm not scared. I'm not scared with anyone around me. Okay, I can't stand this hypocrite Belichick. So you know what? I am looking forward to it. I'm gonna be there right in the crowd. I'm gonna boo him.
Well, at least Clemson's good.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't even know who UNC was playing before I gave that reaction, and then it got even funnier when I saw it was Clemson.
Oh man, that is that's the seller of the ACC. You're gonna get a first-hand view of.
Yeah, but you know what? Apparently Chapel Hill's nice. I've been told it's a really nice campus.
There we go.
There you go. You gotta find the bright things, the good things in life. Jonathan Zaslow joining us. He's currently at Georgia, where we're going to get Bama versus Georgia. But we generally talk more South Florida football. Sad we couldn't get into more of it, but where can people find Zaslow Show 2.0 so they can get more on the Canes and the Florida Panthers and all that?
Yeah, wherever you get your podcast, Zaslow Show 2.0, just search it there. You'll find it. Like, rate, comment, subscribe, do all that good stuff. It's great for the algorithm, all right? And the algorithm, that helps me. So download Zaslow Show 2.0. We cover everything South Florida, everything Miami sports, and every episode is presented by Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys, 800-747-FREE. You're involved in an accident, you're dealing with a personal injury, they will get you the compensation you deserve. Anajar and Levine, accident attorneys, 800-747-FREE, 800-747-3733.
And Zaz, before you go, there was some breaking news earlier today with those aforementioned Florida Panthers. Alexander Barkov, he's got knee surgery.
What a disaster. What a night. Guys, it's ruined my weekend. All right, no joke. I'm so bummed out. You saw yesterday he went down non-contact. You knew right there it was not going to be good. And then we find out today it's very likely season-ending surgery. The only thing left to know is it just the ACL, or is there ACL, MCL, everything? It's a total disaster. I'm so bummed. Look, he's the best player on the team by far. Now, this is a very deep Panther team, but don't forget, we also don't have Matthew Tkachuk until January. So it could be a little bit tough sledding to make sure this team makes the playoffs this year. I'm very upset.
Won't be the first time the Panthers have started their season shorthanded, and if there's anybody I can trust to figure it out, it's going to be Paul Maurice. But Zaz, I appreciate you touching in. We'll be talking more of those Cats throughout the year, as well as college football.
All right, guys. Thanks.
That is Jonathan Zaslow. He comes to us from between the hedges over there in Athens as they get ready for some Georgia v. Bama tomorrow night. And again, Sanford Stadium, that thing gets crunk. That thing gets crunk.
That would be a great place to watch a football game this weekend.
Yeah.
But why are you going to limit yourself to watching just one game?
Why just one? I'm not talking about, going to a game and then streaming one on your phone. How about you walk into a sports bar that has not one, not two, not three, not four.
We'll be here for a while.
Okay, 80 or more television screens in every single location. Sorry, I'm glad you stopped. I was going to keep going. 80 or more television screens in every single Duffy's Sports Grill. That is, ladies and gentlemen, what I like to call a good deal. Also a good deal, the new football starters, the football features on the menu. They're not just going to give you the football games on the TV screen. They're also going to give you some football-themed food. How about barbecue pulled pork nachos? How about Duffy's double smash burgers? How about some touchdown tots that you can get on the side with anything you order? Two different ways to get those touchdown tots, by the way. You can get buffalo chicken or OG cheeseburger tots. That's the way it's cranking up at a Duffy Sports Grill. Plus they got award-winning wings now tossed in 17 different flavors. 17. That's C-Cat's favorite quarterback's number.
That's Leonardo DiCaprio. Never mind.
Oh, he went there. And maybe you're going to go to Duffy's this weekend to get those 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. They got game day buckets all season long as well. And, of course, you can watch your favorite games on those 80 or more television screens. Nobody does football like Duffy's. Visit your local Duffy Sports Grill. Not mine, but visit yours. It's closest to your house. Duffy'sMVP.com. That's where you can find it. At Duffy's, our game is always on. Yeah, that is his favorite number, DiCaprio. He loves that number.
Yes.
Big fan of that number. We are not. On the other side, we bring in Tina. She's going to bring in the 3 beans. 3 beans with espresso martini. It's a lot of fun. You're going to love it. If you haven't experienced it, well, you're going to experience it in like 3 minutes, so stick around.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 1063.
Hey, it's Theo Dorsey. My favorite time of year is here. Football season. And if you're a fan of football, you need to be playing Prize Picks. It's simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 6 player stat projections. Will Saquon Barkley have more or less than 1 rushing touchdown? Will Joe Burrow throw more or less than 2.5 passing touchdowns? If your picks are right, you can cash in. Prize Picks also puts their users first, so all withdrawals are fast and safe and secure. They offer Venmo, Apple Pay, MasterCard, and more for quick and easy deposits into your account all football season. We make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Download the app today and use code THEOD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code THEOD to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks. It's good to be right.
This football season, make Hurricane Grill and Wings your game day getaway. Sip on handcrafted cocktails like our Millionaire Margarita or enjoy an ice-cold Bud Light. Game day drink specials are here all season. Visit HurricaneWings.com to find a location near you.
Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, proudly representing the residents of South Florida since 1985, and proud supporter of Inter Miami on ESPN West Palm. Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath has attorneys across South Florida ready to fight for your rights. They've recovered billions for their clients, and you won't pay anything unless you win your case. If you have been injured, call the attorneys at Lytle, Ryder, Smith, Ivy, and Fronrath, 561-867-4117, or online at foryourrights.com. Main office in West Palm Beach.
Banyan Printing. For 47 years, the trusted partner for all your printing, mailing, and signage needs. And 2025 just brought something big to Banyan. Introducing Banyan's new press. Bigger, faster, and more competitively priced than anything you'll find anywhere in the Palm Beaches. Think variable data postcards, bulk mailings, and high-quality print on stocks up to a 24-point board. Banyan Printing. Visit banyanonline.com and discover how your business's printing materials can get bigger and better.
ESPN West Palm is on the move. Brought to you by Safebound Moving and Storage, the most trusted moving company in Florida. You're safe with Safebound.
2 hours ago, Kyle arrived at the bar.
Hey, what's everyone drinking?
30 minutes ago, Kyle got his friends another round of drinks.
Cheers!
5 minutes ago, Kyle decided to drive home drunk. A minute ago, a law enforcement officer pulled up behind Kyle.
Sir, have you been drinking tonight?
A chain of events that began 2 hours ago is about to change Kyle's whole world. Drive sober or get pulled over.
Brought to you by FDOT.
Fall is here, and the flavors of the season are waiting for you at DQ Grill & Chill. Treat yourself to the new Maple Cookie Milkshake. DQ's world-famous soft serve blended with maple cookie crumble and real milk. It's the sweet taste of fall in a cup, but only for a limited time. And don't forget the blizzards of the month, pumpkin pie and caramel toffee cookie. Stop by DQ Grill & Chill today with 2 convenient locations, 4828 Lake Worth Road and US 1 just south of North Lake. Fall tastes better at DQ.
Elevate your drive with the new 2026 Range Rover Velar P250S, where sleek design meets powerful performance. Lease it today for just $749 a month for 36 months, with $6,995 due at signing. This is your chance to command the road in signature Range Rover style. Visit Land Rover Palm Beach today and make sophistication yours. Land Rover, above and beyond.
To help those who want to be helped, but may not be able to afford it.
That's what PGA Tour winner Grayson Murray had envisioned for a foundation before he sadly took his own life at just 30 years old. His parents channeled their grief into creating the Grayson Murray Foundation, carrying out his vision to help those struggling with mental health and addiction. To donate and learn more, visit GraysonMurrayFoundation.com.
Calling all sports fans, grab your MVP card and head to Duffy's where you can catch all of the action. Not an MVP? Sign up for free and start earning rewards today. Duffy's is voted the best sports grill year after year with their award-winning burgers and wings. Don't forget about Duffy's famous 2-for-1 drinks all day, every day. And with over 80 TVs in every location, you'll never miss a minute of the game. Visit Duffy'sMVP.com to learn more. Duffy's, our game is always on.
Time now for the coolest moment of the week. Presented by EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing. EDS is yes.
Cal Raleigh going long.
Channing MVP. Fly ball to right field. Number 60. A catcher has hit 60 home runs. Your MVP moment, Cal Raleigh.
Woo! And that is your EDS Air Conditioning and Plumbing coolest moment of the week. You heard the people in the stands. MVP, the big dumper.
You think that? You think it's him, not Judge?
Damn right. 60 bombs for a catcher, dog. I ain't never seen nothing like that before, C-Cat. I've
You're
never
right.
seen that.
You quite literally haven't.
I haven't seen anything like that.
No, it's funny. I've got a little bit of like inside the biz drama there because that's the Seattle Mariners broadcaster, right? And he clearly wants Cal Raleigh to win MVP.
I mean, he doesn't. He just knows who the MVP is.
You rewind the clock, who the Mariners broadcaster was last year, a fine fella by the name of Dave Sims.
Uh-oh.
Dave Sims is now the Yankees radio broadcaster. So who do you think Dave Sims wants to win MVP? Aaron Judge, who he currently covers, or Cal Raleigh, who is his former love popping up the year after he leaves?
It's probably Cal, huh?
But he grew up a Yankee fan.
I think it's got to be Cal, though, because even when you grow up a Yankee fan, the Yankees have had enough, like
That's true. Honestly, speaking from a Yankees fan perspective, it won't kill me if Aaron Judge doesn't win MVP.
Yeah.
Because Aaron Judge thinks this. He's not just saying this as a captain. Like, it doesn't really matter unless they have postseason success. But it would mean a lot for Cal Raleigh and the Seattle Mariners organization as a whole to win MVP, even if they fall flat in the postseason.
Yeah.
And they won the division in that game, and it'd be a big deal because they've already accomplished a lot that season. To cap it off with the hardware individually would mean a lot more than Aaron Judge winning a third.
How long? Who's your guy? The radio broadcaster is now
Dave Sims.
How long did Dave Sims cover the Mariners at ballpark? Ballpark. See what I did there?
Probably, I don't know, like 10 years.
I said ballpark, talking about like a range or an estimate, but we're also talking baseball. So when I say ball, like somebody at home was like, God, Theo, wordplay. That's pretty good. Oh, Tina's in the house for the happy hour. What's up, Tina?
Happy Friday.
Happy Football Friday. Happy Feel Good Friday. And I'm happy that the big dumper is going to win MVP.
Right? Maybe someone will turn around and shake their booty on camera in the MLB for the big dumper.
Cardi B might do it.
She might.
Yeah.
I heard bits and pieces of her on this podcast, and she just.
You heard too many bits and pieces of her.
Yeah. C-Cat is done with the Cardi B media tour.
You got to keep those bits and pieces of yourself to yourself, Cardi B.
He's a Nicki Minaj.
Yeah, she shared a lot. Like, there was this game where if she didn't want to, answer the question, she basically, picked out of a cup, something to send a text to. She answered every question.
Yeah, Cardi's
so they
gonna speak
couldn't
her
even,
mind.
and even the host said that they were like, we had a feeling you were going to answer all of this, and like they wrote up some text, and she still did them,
Yeah.
but she shared everything.
She has no filter.
No filter.
I told y'all she's the one that the first time I ever saw Cardi B, I was ever made aware of her. She ever entered my world was when I saw a video on Twitter of her saying that a young promiscuous woman, does not get cold.
Yeah.
And that had to be like 15 years ago at this point.
I actually haven't listened to the full podcast. I've only seen a little bit on social, but I want to listen to it because she does talk about Stephon Diggs.
Oh, yeah, she talks what she would do for Stephon Diggs.
You listen?
Really?
Did you listen
Oh,
to
he
this
watched
whole
the
thing?
podcast.
I didn't watch
He's
the
a Cardi B.
podcast.
He's a closeted
I
Cardi
saw
B
the
fan.
clips.
He's
I
a-
haven't
he's
seen
a
those
closeted-
yet.
Tina, here's what I want you to know about CK. He doesn't want the world to know this because he's a barb. He is a closeted Cardi B fan.
Come on, Theo.
He is
We talked about this.
Yes, you are. You are. He knows more things about Cardi B than I do, and that's more in my realm to be aware of Cardi B.
First thing I said to Theo when he walked through the door, I go, man, someone's got to tell Cardi B to knock it off.
I was like, what are you talking about, dude?
Dropping it low as a pregnant woman.
Yeah,
Come on now.
She's kind of like, there's a video of her now. Is that a music video or is that just a video?
Yeah,
she
she posted it herself. She's showing.
So you follow Cardi B?
No, it's reaching my algorithm.
Oh, I think I know why it's because you're a closeted Cardi B fan.
not true.
As a barb, why are you not telling me about what Nicki Minaj is up to these days?
Because she's keeping to herself, working on herself, maturing as a woman. She's not doing playful stuff like Cardi B.
She wasn't twerking on a handstand while pregnant, but she did, I think, have her hands on the floor while throwing it back while pregnant. Yeah, that's working out.
Weird.
That's
It's
working
weird.
out. She's working out. She's breaking a sweat.
Am I being insensitive, Tina?
Is he allowed to tell?
I don't know how pregnancy is treated in the women world.
I don't know how pregnancy feels. I think that every female goes through pregnancy differently. Like some, it's probably amazing and they love it.
Yeah.
Some, it's probably very difficult and tough, and they love that they are bringing a child into this world, but also the process might not be so amazing for them.
True.
So I think it depends on the person. If Cardi B, if she wants to put her hands on the floor and twerk while pregnant, let her do it. I don't care.
Right.
I do.
Well, CCAT cares because as he's scrolling through all of Cardi B's videos, he's like, oh, well, what is this? What is this? Knock that off, Cardi. Did you comment under it as well on your burner account?
It's against my will. This is a showing up my phone, and I have no control over it, and it's getting me mad.
What's up with our algorithms? Because yours is full of Cardi B videos, and mine is full of guys getting caught with coke at the Ryder Cup.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's apparently a big deal right now. And CCAT's going to the Ryder Cup this weekend in New York.
Leave it at home.
Leave your coke at home.
Yeah, leave it at home.
Because apparently they are getting folks for trying to smuggle in a little white girl.
Wow.
Yep.
Do they pat you down? How? That's not on my algorithm.
Apparently they're X-raying wallets so they can see powdered substances.
Okay.
Like TSA there, because the president's there today, so there's heightened security.
Yes. Well, I feel like, too,
Well, you'll be good tomorrow then.
there have been some viral videos of people being on, the Jumbotron, and they're, doing it.
Doing
out in the open.
Wait, really?
You haven't seen that?
I haven't seen that. But people do bring...
That's on my feed. I have seen it's been at, NBA games, and I've even seen, a hockey game where they are, in the stands, in the arena, in the open doing it.
That's crazy.
So maybe that's why it's a little bit more
cracking down.
Yeah.
They need to crack down. Guys like CCAT trying to smuggle in coke. It's we can't have that. It's a family-friendly environment, CCAT.
No, I'm not a Pepsi guy. I'm not a Pepsi guy. I bring in my own bottle. Thank you.
So CCAT is going to be going to the Ryder Cup. Oh, by the way, CCAT, Devontae in the YouTube stream, not only is he saying hashtag go Bobcats, no, those Bobcats are going down this weekend, Vontae.
What does that mean?
He also is saying, CCAT, he's saying his wife says you're a Cardi B fan.
Couldn't be further from it, my friend.
Vontae and I have a CFB 26 online dynasty game against each other. He has the Bobcats.
Okay.
Yeah, he's getting whooped.
You were just going to give us that information without,
I mean, it was good. It was cool. It was going to be fine, and then you asked for follow-up, so I didn't want to leave
it
you
was
hanging.
the opposite of fine.
It was fine.
Go Bobcats.
Texas State. You
Okay.
know Texas State? Tina, you know about Texas State?
Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. No, he didn't.
No, he didn't. He went to Texas State.
I stopped
Texas State.
I
You know
stopped
somebody
myself.
that went to Texas State.
Yeah,
You have
that's
a
true.
Texas State Bobcat flag in
Yes,
your
I
yard.
do. Yes, I do.
What the
Yeah.
hell?
My roommate played volleyball there.
And intern Zeke goes to
Yes.
Texas State.
Okay. Hey, I stopped myself with the Patrick Mahomes thing.
A waste of 45 seconds
That
of
was a
everyone's
waste.
lives.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I mean, now you know more about Texas State. But CCAT, one last thing though before we move on from your Cardi B obsession, because What?
I'm laughing more. You're like, it's in your driveway. And
Yeah,
I
I
was
was
like, oh my God.
One time I pulled up to Tina's house, I see a Texas State flag. I'm like, I didn't even know they had those things.
Yes. Go Bobcats.
Go Bobcats. They're going to the Pac-12, by the way. So now people know that too, CCAT. We would have never announced that Texas State's heading to the Pac-12. People might have forgotten.
No, the Bobcats are Ohio. Ohio University is Bobcats. If you say college team Bobcats, people think Ohio University.
It depends on what region you're in.
Well, I mean, the MAC is a lot bigger than the conference that Texas State is in.
Pac-12 is where Texas State going to, though.
Yeah, well, right, yeah. So check back in 5 years,
Fun
and
Belt.
then maybe I'll change.
Ain't Texas State in the Fun Belt right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun Belt's pretty big. I think the Fun Belt and the MAC are pretty on square footing. Yeah, they are.
Mac's got that TV contract that has them on Wednesday nights when no one else is playing.
But the Fun Belt is the coolest nickname for a college conference in the history of conferences.
I'll lay down my arms. We'll push this to another day.
We will push this to another day because today we got to get into some three beans with espresso martina.
Yes.
And that's you.
I love it.
Yes. Do you have a light? Let me get your light on. You stay there. We're going to get three beans.
All right. Tina, what is to be expected in today's three beans?
We've got a little bit of college football, a little bit of NFL,
Had to get my light on my dog.
and some Ryder Cup.
Whoa. All
That's
right.
going to excite CCAT.
Yeah.
Three beans with espresso martina. That's when Tina drops three beans on us, just like an espresso martini would have, because you got to have all three of them. And she's espresso martina because she puts tequila in her espresso martinis, and that's what makes it an espresso martina. So order that at the bar next time you're there. That's our cocktail of the day, too.
Espresso Martina, I love it. Are we ready?
Yeah, we're ready for the three beans.
Number 3.
Who is more likely to be upset at home this weekend? Penn State or Georgia?
Good
That's
question.
A great question.
Penn State's playing at their whiteout game. They're taking in a formidable foe of Oregon. The last time we saw these two schools play, it was in the Big Ten championship game last year.
Yeah, it wasn't fun.
And Penn State had a chance to win at the end, but I was there, and Oregon was considerably better. Also,
Good look team.
really, Penn State hasn't played anybody yet at all. We're talking about nobodies upon nobodies upon nobodies. Oregon made Oklahoma State look like a nobody, and then Oklahoma State fired their head coach Mike Gundy after beating him down that bad. I'm putting Penn State on upset alert. I think Penn State is most likely to be upset versus Georgia, even though Georgia is a smaller favorite.
I think you are a fan who is used to punishment. You are a fan who you're kind of like, you start to strike me sometimes as like a Browns or a
Hey, come
Cleveland
on.
area
Hey,
fan.
hey,
I'm not
don't do
saying
that. That's
you're a
not
good
nice.
guy. You're a good guy, CK. I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm just saying you lean pessimistic on your own teams outside of the Yankees.
Okay.
You're the eternal optimist with the Yankees and every other team you root for. I mean, you clearly are always trying to pad yourself
Until game
for
day.
disappointment.
Game day is different, and these games are usually played on the weekend, so you don't see me that way.
Yeah.
But I turn the TV on, I expect Penn State to win.
I believe Penn State. You said Penn State's most likely to lose this one?
Yes,
I think
versus, other than Georgia.
I would go the other way. I would say Georgia's more likely to lose at home against Alabama. And we saw how susceptible Georgia could be in the game against Tennessee a couple of weekends ago. We also know that Alabama's coming in there with more to play for. They can't have two early losses. And plus, Kalen DeBoer's already knocked down this boogeyman once. That was a great game they played last year. I think that we've seen it already before, but I don't know. It's weird going with Ty Simpson on the road. Ty Simpson, I think Ty Simpson's going to lead the Crimson Tide between the hedges to an upset victory, but I don't think Oregon's going to beat Penn State. I think Penn State proves to us Saturday night that they are a true title contender. The doubt stops tomorrow night, CCAT.
Okay.
I believe. We believe. Ain't that y'all thing?
No.
That's the Warriors. Oh, y'all are. We are.
We are Penn State.
I led. I'm gonna never forget this. I led a "We Are Penn State" chant ahead of the Orange Bowl.
It'll be booming.
And that was pretty amazing. That was electric.
It is like the whiteout atmosphere. It is going to be crazy in that building for a nighttime whiteout.
Yeah.
Because oftentimes with these networks, they own certain windows. Fox forces the game they cover to be at big noon. But every big game atmosphere wants to be at night. That's when you have the crowd, the drunkest, the rowdiest, the craziest, the loudest. And Penn State has that. They've got no excuses. Absolutely zero excuses.
Oregon's got the nastiest uniforms in college football too.
In a good way or a bad way?
In a great way.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, they got kits for days. Love the kits out of Eugene, Oregon. Have you seen a lot of the Oregon uniforms, Tina?
No.
Like, I don't even know what they're wearing tomorrow night, but I bet you it's going to be flashy.
My buddy is
Tune in
like
for
a Nike loyalist. Like, he ended up working there for several years. That's
Wow.
how much he loved Nike. And, of course, Oregon is lockstep with Nike. So that's why he's an Oregon football fan, just because of their affiliation with Nike and the uniforms that they wear.
Man, that
And of
guy's-
course, you grow to love the actual players on the field.
Right.
You see Marcus Mariota and LaMichael James light it up.
And those were fun times growing up. RIP to Pac-12. Texas State is coming to revive it, though. And also, Cody says in the YouTube chat at ESPN West Palm that Penn State stole We Are from Marshall, and I think he's right.
Number 2.
Do Jackson Dart and the now very young Giants offense have any change of beating the Chargers on Sunday?
You have the hots for Jackson Dart.
No.
I feel like you've brought up Jackson
Does
Dart
bring
in
up
an
Jackson Dart a
irregular
lot.
amount of time.
How much? Yeah. What's up with you and Jackson?
No, it's just relevant.
Okay.
He is not a faithful guy. There's like TikToks out
really?
of college girlfriends like recording videos saying like he was unfaithful to me.
I will say this. I have known about him for a while because Ole Miss was very big on TikTok and Instagram. And so I've like known of him for now a few years.
Yeah. And he's been Jackson Dart's been all over for the past, 3-4 years. I mean, he's been a prominent name in college sports, and now he's been the darling of the New York media. He's trying to be their savior. You're saying, do they have a chance of beating the Chargers?
Yeah.
Like a chance of beating the Chargers this weekend, even at home? No, sir. No, sir. No, sirree. I think this is going to be bad. Not that Dart's going to have a bad career. I think he's going to have a bad debut, and I think the Chargers are going to abuse the Giants.
I think the New York Giants will play better around Jackson Dart with an injection of life, an injection of youth, an injection of hope with a new quarterback. I think he shows very good things. I don't think the Giants have a chance to actually win the game.
Yeah.
I think that we see a lot of points put on the board, which is not something you're used to unless you're playing the Dallas Cowboys defense with the Giants. So I think that we have a fun 34-30 Chargers win where if you're a Giants fan, you walk out of that game 0-4, but you also walk out of that game a smiling 0-4.
He going to get the bottom of league neighbors. He better. He knows better. He know better than not get the bottom of league neighbors. So that'll be fun.
Yeah.
It's a question of what can Malik get to the ball? Is it going to be a catchable throw? And then also what can he do once he has the ball in his hands?
I also just traded for what I think might be the number one receiver for the Chargers now, Quentin Johnson. Way back when, he was lightened up for TCU when TCU went to the college football playoff.
Yeah.
And he's looked good this year after a horrible first couple of years.
You better hope it's not fool's gold. I think he's going to be good. I think he's just going to be a guy who's not peppered with targets in a way in which he'll be reliable. There's going to be some blinks. They're going to have some down days, especially once Greg Roman gets back to his senses and starts leaning on that run again with Omarion Hampton. But I don't think that this is fake. It's not fraudulent.
Okay.
But he's not going to pop like that all 3 weeks. He's gonna have his ups and downs. I like going in on Quentin Johnson. I don't know why people were so down on him.
Yeah, I put together a package. It was essentially Keon Coleman for Quentin Johnson.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I like that. You sold a little high on Keon Coleman, and you bought. Weird enough, as good as Quentin Johnson has been through 3 weeks, the way that people value him in fantasy football is still so soured by the first couple of years that you can't even sell high on the dude. But
It's kind of like the arc that Marvin Harrison's on right now.
Yeah, for real though. Last night was weird. The first half, everybody was like, "See, I told you." In the second half, people were like, "Wait."
Well, he got brought to tears when he caught a touchdown
That was
pass because of
crazy.
how mentally yips he has a wide receiver. He was just dropping balls that you never saw him drop in college, and drops they don't happen in the NFL when they don't happen in college. It's all a mental thing. It's very, very weird.
Very weird thing. And that was the problem with Quentin Johnston. He had the drops, and he's dropped the drops.
We've got one more bean.
Oh, wow.
Number 1.
Is the Ryder Cup the best atmosphere in golf?
I'm going to say yes. I think the infrequency of which it happens, every 2 years, not every year.
Prisoner of the moment right here.
Augusta, you get every year.
Oh, yeah.
Waste management goes overboard sometimes, so people get drunk, they get crazy. But it also is every single year, and it's on Super Bowl weekend, which kind of gets covered up and doesn't get the sunshine that it should because you're too busy taking down pigs in a blanket and chips and guac to worry about the golf in that moment. I think the Ryder Cup is the best atmosphere in golf. It's team golf. And like the casual audience never gets team golf unless it's the Ryder Cup. Of course, Live Golf's bringing that, and there's one event on the PGA Tour that is a team.
So they do get it.
But the casual audience, casual audience watches the majors and maybe one or two premium events that PGA Tour has to offer, and of course TGL. But it's the best atmosphere in golf. It absolutely is. They're just warming up. It's crazy in Rome, and it's crazy in New York. And I'm rooting for the United States of America to pull one out.
I mean, is this not the clearest picture of prisoner of the moment that you've ever seen?
What are you talking about?
If we asked him this before a Live Golf tournament, he would have said, oh, man, Live Golf's the best environment in golf.
That's
if we
true.
asked him this on the precipice of him going to the Masters, he would say, oh, Augusta National is the best environment in golf. And now, just because he's headed to New York tomorrow morning to go catch the Ryder Cup in action, he is telling himself, he's tricking himself into believing that this is the best environment in golf.
I'm not sure every non-golf fan would enjoy going to Augusta National. Because it's golf in its purest form. You don't have your phone. You're sitting there. You're enjoying that sport and that sport alone. You can only get enjoyment from the concession stand so much. You go to the Ryder Cup, anyone that enjoys a big, momentous sporting event, anyone that has pride in their country, anyone that loves getting rowdy and crazy can enjoy a Ryder
That
Cup.
sounds like a very specific person you just defined, though. You just made
No, that's why different people. Like, if you don't like getting crazy, getting nuts, but you still love America, you can enjoy Ryder Cup. If you just like getting belligerently drunk and getting crazy and nuts, but you don't really care about your country, you can still enjoy the Ryder Cup.
So I guess the big question is, do you care about your country? Is that the one?
No, I'd say
delineating
two different
factor?
things.
Are you rowdy? I mean, how many people that can afford tickets to the Ryder Cup are rowdy?
That's actually a problem that's being faced right now with the Ryder Cup. It's not. It was not as loud this morning as it probably should have been, or at least that's what it sounded like on the USA Network. So people are like, you priced out the guys that'll be nuts.
I just want you to be honest. Is this the best environment in golf?
Yeah, I think it is. I went to both this year.
Okay, I'm gonna ask it again.
We're gonna ask this again before every single golf tournament. And if you can never change your opinion on this, CK. You're stuck.
Wait,
now.
what's that about?
Whoa!
Can't environments change and can't opinions change? Isn't that a pillar of Theo Dorsey? Is that when you get more information, you can change opinions?
But this feels very disingenuous, sir. All right.
I wonder if I would have this opinion if it was every year. Like, people love the Ryder Cup. People get energized for the Ryder Cup. And part of what makes it special is that it is every 2 years and not every year.
I hate this guy. All these qualifiers he's giving it. All these
This is a great one-sided conversation I'm having with myself.
One-sided?
Yes, I'm just getting attacked left and right by you, and I'm bringing up left and right points.
The Masters, first of all, gorgeous, beautiful. Anybody that loves beautiful landscaping, pristine, like just the what do you want to call it? The edges, the actual grass itself.
You like landscape.
The
you
ambiance.
You like
the
ambiance.
ambiance.
He's a plant guy.
I'm a plant guy, you know? The people that like ambiance, people that like high class, people that like good food, good vibes, people that like good golf, people that like the best golfers in the world.
See, contradictory Theo, because he's long said he does not like pimento cheese.
I hate pimento cheese, but there's much better items on the menu. Do not order the pimento cheese. Just because they're known for it don't mean you got to get it. It's disgusting, by the way. Anybody that eats pimento cheese sandwiches by choice, unless it's your first time at Augusta National Golf Club and you want to try it, which I get. I did it too.
Yes,
Dana.
yes.
Have you ever had pimento cheese sandwich?
No.
C-Cat, you did it when you went to the Masters?
Yeah, it was just okay.
It was cheeks. It was cheeks. Tasted like cheeks.
How'd you know? Stephon Diggs?
Oh, so you watched the podcast. He watched the podcast entirely. He knows all. You know more than me. I just learned that with you.
Hey, Culligan man.
What I know about Culligan, and I learned this straight up by getting Culligan installed in my house, is that it is a life enhancer in more ways than one. My showers are better. My washing machine is better. My water heater is going to have a longer life. My actual water that I drink is purified. It is through a reverse osmosis system made elegantly for myself and my family. We are going to be good. We are going to be healthy. We are going to be fueled with the right stuff. And water is so important, so do not short yourself when it comes to your water. All right, Florida has some of the worst water in the nation. And if you want to make sure your water is good in your home, CulliganWater.com. Go to Culligan.com, and tap in with Culligan Water. Right now, they are running specials as well, so you can get 0% financing. If you want to revamp your shower system and get a water softener so that you don't have brittle hair and dry skin, Culligan.com. They are the pros. They know their stuff. They've been doing it since the 30s. All right, Culligan Water goes deep. They are the best in the game when it comes to all things with your water. Check them out. Go to Culligan.com or lean out the window and say,
"Hey, Culligan man!"
right after you log in on Culligan.com, because they don't work like that no more. AI is good. Technology is good. It ain't that good. On the other side, CCAT.
We've got a Ryder Cup update on the other side.
A Ryder Cup update on the other side with the Cat Man himself. He says it's the best environment in golf, in the history of golf, and we're going to hold him to that. That's Tina. That's CCAT. I'm Theo Dorsey. We're Theoretically Speaking on ESPN 106.3.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios. Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 1-800-747-FREE. This is ESPN 106.3.
Are you one of those people that just can't focus at home? The dog barks, the kids are screaming, and you're thinking, how am I going to get all of this work done? Working from home can be distracting, but Intelligent Office is here to help you focus. They offer quiet and affordable private office and meeting spaces in Palm Beach Gardens to help you get your work done. Call 561-472-8400 or visit intelligentoffice.com to reserve an office today.
Welcome into the Kaiser Sports Update. I'm Cade Chumsland. The Seahawks football program is still undefeated after a road trip to Kentucky and a 42-12 win over Cumberland. Cardinal Newman alum Dallas D'Souza with 2 receiving touchdowns. The team is on a bye this week, back home October 4th to face Thomas. From football to football, the number 1 ranked Kaiser women's soccer team took down number 9 ranked SCAD Savannah on Sunday 3-0. At PGA National, both men's and women's golf teams hosted the Seahawks shootout last week. The women took first place, the men third. But freshman Matas Sezo did take home the individual title, shooting 12 under over 3 rounds, the only golfer to finish in double digits. This week in Seahawks sports, volleyball, soccer, and women's golf are all in action, plus the season openers for men's and women's tennis. For times and tickets on all of Kaiser University's athletic events, head to kuseahawks.com.
The Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, an affiliate of the Palm Beach Health Network, is committed to delivering high-quality care to the communities they serve. Their award-winning physicians and specialists provide a level of expertise that has resulted in regional firsts and outstanding patient outcomes. For a physician referral, call 866-654-2362. To learn more about the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group, visit pbhnphysiciangroup.com. pbhnphysiciangroup.com to get in touch with the Palm Beach Health Network Physician Group.
The season is kicking off. Keep your home in the win column with EDS Air Conditioning. Right now, qualified customers can score 0% interest for 60 months on a brand new AC. Hot streaks belong on the field, not in your living room. With over 800 Google reviews and a 4.8-star rating, EDS is trusted as the MVP, and it has been since 2006. Visit EDSIsYes.com today. Kick off your game day comfort and don't sweat the small stuff.
It's Tina. You know how important it is to keep your car running. And when it comes to my car, I only trust St. Lucie Battery and Tire. They've been taking care of South Florida for over 50 years, and they're still family-owned. Need new tires? They've got all the big brands. Battery issues? They've got it. Cars, trucks, boats, RVs, and even commercial fleets. And if you ever get stuck, their 24/7 roadside emergency service is a total lifesaver. Go see my friends at St. Lucie Battery and Tire, slbt.com. They'll keep you going.
Live from the Anajar and Levine Accident Attorney Studios, Theo Dorsey is Theoretically Speaking. Streaming live on YouTube, here's Theo Dorsey.
That's right, I am, and I think there's a big-time tournament going on somewhere in golf, and I've heard it's the best environment in the history of sports.
Well, not when USA loses on their home soil, which they are in danger of right now. The morning foursomes gave Europe a 3-1 lead over USA.
Love a good morning foursome.
They're currently halfway through their afternoon day one 4 balls, which is, you play with your teammate, you play your own ball, and whoever has a lower score on that hole counts for your team in match play against the other side. Currently, the Europeans, Rahm and Straka, they are 3 up over Spawn and Scheffler. It's all square between Griffin and DeChambeau and Fleetwood and Rose. Cam Young, Justin Thomas are 3 up over Oberg and Højgaard. And the Europeans, McIlroy and Lowry, have a 2-up advantage over Sam Burns and Patrick Cantlay. So the United States of America has their backs against the wall, and I am absolutely devastated if you can't tell already.
I can hear it.
Yeah.
And this leaderboard update is brought to you by the Breakers Palm Beach, Kaiser University, and PGA Golf Club. If you take a look at the odds, if you want to put some money on this, USA are still underdogs. To win the tournament currently right now, USA is plus 175. Europe is minus 170.
He is so sad.
I just don't want to go on Sunday and watch USA lose. That sucks.
Yeah, that sounds like it sucks.
So a bunch of pocket watchers at that, you know?
Yeah. Pass along the message to Ian Poulter for me that I don't like him right now.
Okay. Want me to how do you think I can get in touch with him?
I don't know. You said you get cocktails with
Luke
him in
Donald.
Jupiter.
Luke Donald.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wrong.
I only did it
Brit.
one time. Yeah.
All right, Luke Donald. Sorry.
He's a good guy.
Ian Poulter is another European who's really good in this stuff. He's kind of past his prime. He's not playing on this current team.
At ESPN West Palm, you can watch our cocktail conversation at ESPN West Palm on YouTube. Just search Luke Donald, Theo Dorsey, ESPN West Palm. You'll probably find it. He's a good guy. He had a Negroni. He loves Negronis.
So you interviewed the European Ryder Cup captain. Where is your interview with Keegan Bradley?
He didn't respond, so that's on him.
Interesting.
Didn't he live in Jupiter? I believe he lives in Jupiter.
I don't know.
We'll find out. But you know what? If he does live in Jupiter, where would he be able to get his car hooked up? If he has troubles on the road, this Keegan Bradley, and he lived in Palm Beach County or the Treasure Coast, I think Tina knows a place.
Keegan Bradley should go to St. Lucie Battery and Tire because whatever his vehicle's names are,
Yeah.
like me and Sally.
Sally the Sonata.
Sonata.
Okay.
Sally the Sonata.
I used to have a Sonata, too. I ain't
and you
named it
couldn't
Sally.
say it?
Well,
Sonata.
I messed up.
Yeah, that was weird.
Let's just move on. Move on. It's not about Sally. It's about SLBT.
It is. And SLBT got me and Sally Girl all good on the road. New tires, new battery. We are safe. Don't try to figure things out yourself. Go to the experts at St. Lucie Battery and Tire. Right off of Blue Heron and Military Trail is the West Palm Beach location. Or go to slbt.com to find the closest one near you.
It looks like Malik Neighbors was a full go at practice. He should be good to go this Sunday for the Giants and Tina's new favorite quarterback, Jackson Dart. C-Cat, safe travels. Hope you enjoy the Ryder Cup. Hope USA wins it for you.
Yeah.
Russo and Rizzo's next. Go in love, go in peace. Go enjoy. Go USA!
Serving clients for over 30 years, Team IP has been the #1 souvenir merchandiser in the U.S., proudly powering over 2,800 events and 20